John left you in charge.
He did. I hope he comes back soon. I remember how happy he was to see me. When he sees you, his heart will probably stop.
Hey guys, it's Nick here, and doing a slightly different video than what I normally do today. Today I'm going to talk about Game of Thrones. In this particular video I just want to speculate a little bit on what I think is some foreshadowing from episode 4 of season 7 of Game of Thrones. The foreshadowing I'm talking about is from that clip that you've just seen where Arya and Sansa reunite after being apart for 6 seasons. I just find it really odd that when they first talk, one of the first things that Sansa says to Arya is that Jon was so happy to see her that when he sees Arya, who he was always affectionate for, his heart would stop.
I hope he comes back soon. I remember how happy he was to see me. When he sees you, his heart will probably stop.
It seems like just a little bit of harmless banter to break the ice, but really it's not the first time that Game of Thrones has had foreshadowing like this.
Try not to worry, Ollie. I've been worrying about Jon for years. He always comes back.
So if this is true, it's hinting at the possibility that Jon may die again this season, which places a few interesting questions. If Jon's going to die when he reunites with Arya, then how exactly is this going to happen? Judging from some of the footage that's available in the initial trailer for Game of Thrones Season 7, we do know that Jon returns to the north and appears to be fighting alongside the Hound and Thoros north of the Wall. Thanks to the promo footage for Episode 5, we know that Jon has received a raven from Bran and that he's aware that the Night King is advancing.
Bran saw the Night King and his army marching towards Eastwatch.
So what we could get in the next episode is a fallout between Jon and Daenerys as he pushes his agenda of fighting the Night King and she surges forward with her campaign to take on the Red Keep and reclaim her throne. It appears in the promo for Season 5 that Jaime does survive and that potentially Daenerys will use him as some sort of bargaining chip against Cersei. The reason I'm thinking this is because that the scorpion they used against Drogon wouldn't be the only scorpion that they have in their arsenal. Sure, we only saw Qyburn reveal one underneath the Red Keep, however, why would they give their one weapon to Jaime who was launching a secret assault against Highgarden? They probably thought it was there as just a last resort, just in case Daenerys caught wind of them. But their main focus was to drive Daenerys to attack either Castle Rock or the Red Keep, potentially because the Red Keep is defended by a whole horde of these scorpion weapons. So Daenerys is not going to be able to assault the Red Keep full front with her dragons. She's going to have to use some sort of diplomatic approach when taking the Red Keep, and this is potentially where Tyrion will regain some of his trust with his queen. While all this is happening, I foresee Jon returning back to the north, which is where you'd suspect that he'd meet up with Arya. However, just based on some of the tension that rose up in this episode, I do get the feeling that Arya is going to do something in the best interest of the Starks without considering the political fallout that will come of it. And that something is potentially the murder of Littlefinger. If Arya attacks and kills Littlefinger under her own steam and not as an order from Sansa, it will protect Sansa from any fallout with her alliance with the Vale. Arya though would then be cast out of Winterfell and have to go into hiding, so potentially her and Jon would miss their reunion when he passes back through the north to begin his defense against the Night King. This would potentially set us up for the second half of the season, where Jon faces off against the Night King in what will foreshadow the main plot of Season 8, and what we could potentially see is Daenerys coming to his rescue towards the end and them finally putting aside their differences to fight this big enemy in the final war to come. This could potentially place the reunion between Jon and Arya in the 6th or 7th episode. And though Jon may die, it has been said before,
I hope he comes back soon.
He always comes back.
Melisandre isn't around, however, he has been seen in the north with Thoros, and he is also a Red Priest, so potentially he could bring Jon back as well. Anyway, that's all I really wanted to talk about today. It's an interesting little bit of foreshadowing that I haven't seen mentioned anywhere else, so I thought I'd bring it to light. And who knows, this could potentially spurn off a whole plethora of new Game of Thrones videos that I could add to my channel. Anyway, let me know what you think about my speculation in the comments, and if you want to see more of these videos, let me know about that too. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you later.